Prismatic Lenses welcomes you to a place you can see magic happen. Utilizing Urz's blueprints, the pieces of the puzzle come together with a quality that is second to none. From our patented millstone polishing technique to our dignified use of stonehorn, our lenses bend both light and mana. First exams are free. Prismatic Lenses.
Hey everybody, it's heroic time. I've been playing this list for on and off, like a couple days here and there, only about, I'd say, 1 or 2 leagues a week. I keep getting a lot of 4-1s. I finally 5-0'd with this list. However, when I 5-0'd, as you'll see, I'm going to put up a little bit of a video in a few days about it. I had easily the worst, like, 3-turn sequence of my entire life, which is saying a lot. So anyway, what's up, Shirazman? Thanks for joining me, buddy. All right, so our text is a little bit higher than usual. I usually have my deck list out, but simply forgot today. Sorry about that. So we got 18 lands in this beast. The typical Umbras, Armors, all in the 4th spot. I only run 2 Emerge Unscathed. I run all 4 Deftblades for my play style, 4 Cartouches, and 4 Bodyguards. I like Bodyguards because, yeah, you're not late, buddy. I like Bodyguards. Just simply, it might be a Seal of Fire hangover I'm having with Bully. I just like to set stuff out and have an answer when I'm all tapped out, when I'm doing other stuff. It's just always there and it hits for 1. My play style, I really like it. I like 18 basics too, because a lot of times with Angler and such, you're going to be activating the prevention mechanic over the provoke mechanic mid to late, and it's never dead. Early on with all of these first strike triggers, it is just such a mean card, and I hate when I don't see it almost against every matchup. It just stalls or stultifies like 90% of the metagame out there. Obviously, we're running 4 of the Skyguards, 4 Seeker of the Way, because of the preponderance of burn, 4 Cho-Manno, 4 Mutagenics, and 4 Brand Trailblazers, Lagonna. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, in our sideboard, I run 2 Lifelink, 2 Dawn Charm, 1 Acolyte, which is really good against Denrova horrors and such outside of your lands and enchantments. So you can kind of usually get in that last bit of damage. And, you know, Dimir and all that stuff with Snuff Out. 2 Standard Bears, kind of a standard fare for anything running planes. 1 Asha's Favor, I'll get back to this in a minute. 3 Macabres, and 4 Gut Shots is kind of a catch-all for removal. Excuse me. Asha's Favor is just a pet card of mine. It's probably not deserving of a spot, but there's been plenty of games where I'll be in a scenario where my opponent's at like 10, I'm at 10, they've gone wide, I have 1 good quality creature, they won't attack if I attack, but vice versa, they can kind of bushwhack or something, and I like a way to be able to punch through damage with that vigilance and flying. I mean, it just gives everything strike. So anyway, that being said, we're gonna just jump off here, and hopefully we have a nice fast one today, because my youngest is having a bunch of friends over playing a Super Smash tournament, so hopefully I'm done before the shenanigans get a little bit too loud out there. So like I said, I'm fresh off a 5-0 with this, the very last time I played it, and I was recording the video today, and I watched the I played against Dimir Angler, and oh my god, I had the win like for 3 turns. It didn't look at it at first, but when you realize that the provoke mechanic makes the creatures have to block, and I had protection from black and the other things. However, in my defense, I think you could argue that maybe it was game 2 or 3. No, it was game 2, because I got him 2-0. But I think I remember at the time, and I did find my notes later, that, you know, I was a little bit worried about maybe somebody sneaking in the tech of like Vapor Snag or Echoing Truth or something, which could have really ruined my day. So yeah, anyway, that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it, but it was silly, like embarrassing punt central. So anyway, hopefully we don't have a bouncy screen today. Oops, and we do. Alrighty. Well, that's easily remedied. Let's go for it. Here we are. Okay, so I've got first strike and I've got my dude, so I'm going to keep this. I like to keep one landers with this. That's another reason I like to run a little bit, maybe one or two more than most people do. I know there were some 5.0 lists months or years back that had like as little as 15 lands in this thing, so I'm not about to get that creative, or ballsy I should say. And big shout out before we get too much further, Iconic Gentleman, Steel Osprey, and R&D Function were the original creators of this list. This is just how I like to brew it up and play it. You got to take what cards you like to see and others you don't. So we'll go like this. All right, I'd really like to see a Bodyguard anytime now, as we're dead to one of the worst cards that we don't want to see is Journey to Nowhere. There's pretty much no answer for it. Other white decks are kind of a trouble for this sometimes. You got cartouche, I'm not cartouches, but the protection from elements, and half the time if you call pro white, then you lose half of your stuff. So as we can see here, we get a little 2-for-1. I mean, we still got a Vigilance token to live for it, but we'll see. Maybe going to be met with a Garrison after this. Nope. All right, looks like he's on the more standard build of Boros. Gonna F5, be right back, says Shirazman. Boy, it is a quiet outing today. All right, well, we are not starting good here, are we? Let's bring out another, I'll bring out another Deftblade, see if we can get a little target practice. But yeah, like I said, I don't mind seeing Delver or even Dimir variants, Tron sometimes, but you don't want to really see many white decks against this. Being said that, most of our ammo is white, and then we have to pro white it, and it can get a little awkward. So cause a lot of misplays here and there. Okay, here we go. Well, a couple trains of thought here. I know they've got air power, so I'm actually going to try to lean on this. I'm gonna go here, and I'm just gonna try to get in and start clearing the way. He's got removal. Okay, I'd really like to have a bodyguard out, as you can see why now. Yeah, we want him to block that, so we can just keep hitting. So pretty much after this, we'll just keep our Deftblade set at 2 and start pumping up Trailblazer if it comes up. If not, no biggie. 30-second delay right now, says Shirazman. Oh, something's going on. Who knows? Maybe my shiny head's keeping people away. Who knows? Burtman. All right. See what we got. A Skyfisher. Okay, this is good times. So now, different way. This is another reason why I really. Here we go. Here's Bodyguard. Okay. I really want him to show up, but we don't really have much of anything else coming along here. Actually, I think I'm just going to play this and set it. It would be nice if we had another first strike ability, Cartouche show up or something. We're going to be able to really keep his board clear. Just want to kind of keep him. I'm sure he's got either Journey or some other removal form, and now it's a question between Deftblade or Seeker. Only we know that we got another Seeker in our hand. Be nice to draw another plane here, and that's one of the things I was coming to when I was playing the standard build of this deck. Is I always wanted to see more land, especially early, because that's how you keep the aggro going. And I always wanted to see Bodyguard. Just so important. All right, well, shoot, we are really kind of dead in the water here till we draw another spell. I'm gonna play. I'll play Bodyguard here. Bodyguard. Can't really pump anything. Got the numbers as soon as we draw a spell. But hopefully they don't have a Journey to Nowhere, because it's going to make our Ethereal Armor fall off if and when you even pitch it. Ouch! Well, that blows. Of course, that only really grabs 2 things. We'll call this on here, call in red, and we'll lose a Vigilance token. Not too bad. See those main deck quite a bit often lately. All right. We've got a new charades game for the first break of the day. My youngest just keeps the content coming. I keep telling him we don't have to do that every week, but Nikki sees it as his little contribution to Dad's silly magic habit. So I'm going to attempt to save this. We'll call red. Slow his roll a little bit here. We get another enchantment. I mean, yeah, it'd be awesome to start getting our Trailblazer getting big and bad, but against decks with Journey to Nowhere, don't want to be too widespread, and I'd rather be able to chop down his air power, and then win via Seeker triggers and such. So hip wooden top. You know that Friday feeling is on when Pauperganda starts the stream. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, it's a pretty slow start today, so I wonder if daylight savings time is still hitting people up. Yeah, my youngest he's into that parkour and he got to the next level, so I don't have anything to do on Fridays anymore. It's just like, okay, this is enough creatures. My goodness. We've got another one of those. I think I'm willing to trade that for that. Here's what I like to do. Check this out. So we're going to swing with Deftblade. What's cool on this, we're going to call his little flyer out. If he double blocks, which is cool, we're going to be able to have first strike damage go through first. Say yes, just watch the order of the stack here. I'll probably choose Fisher in the other one. Wondering if there's a trap. Let's make sure to get this order right. Wait for the bell, or wait for the hawk to drop. And then, once it happens, is it going to happen? Let's see. I might be able to steal some removal here. Steal. Let's see. Okay, well that works too. Calling white. So if that wouldn't have happened, let's make sure he called it. Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, first strike would have happened, Glinthawk's dead, and then we fog, and then we get kind of a freebie there. So that's all right. I'm going to drop, say, I'm going to go Hellbent here. He has an Electricity, that's cool. If we draw another removal, that's cool. If he can remove this, that's cool. We've got two guys. Second, we draw a spell, we're going to be really feeling good, except for that Prismatic Strands, of course. Darn thing. Who plays that? All these people with their good cards. Slows my day down. Come on now. All right. Yeah, from here on out, just don't want to see many white decks. Really makes for a slow outing. Can't do anything there. We lose that. So we've seen two Galvanics, one Lightning Bolt, and an Electricity. Quite the removal package. I'm tempted to let this Deftblade do the work if I draw another enchantment first strike spell. Get that Glinthawk going. The Seeker is going to be tripped up to 6. It's a scary proposition. Alrighty. Well, in this case, let me do this. Let's attack with this. We'll go like this. Start encouraging a swing attack happening here. We'll play this dude here. We'll say, yeah, you got a block, Skyfisher. What's up? Yeah, we'll use it. Why not? We'll just see what happens here. Okay, well, I'm going to remove him from combat so he doesn't die. And we could risk a, Galvanic Blast. I've been leaning on a little bit more like maybe playing God's Willing. I really wish there was something that granted protection and scryed for 2. But what you going to do? So we make him eat the Prismatic there. We get a counter out of it, and we'll be able to have kind of an unblockable next turn. Let's, we'll say red. Maybe he's got some triple Galvanic trick hidden away. So Akroan 7, good to see ya. Oh, we just started. Like I said, don't want to see planes, but we're seeing them right away. Probably be a pretty grindy match. We've seen double Galvanic, Lightning Bolt, and Electricity so far. Very tempted to try out a version maybe with Prismatic Strands in this, but till then, all of our enchantments are hiding from us. Very creature heavy here. This is the kind of hands you want against like the Edict Effect decks, but we're getting eaten alive with value here. We're down almost 10 cards, so the longer this goes, the worse it is for us. Gonna start tripping clues and finding Galvanic Blast 19 and 20, wink wink. Alrighty, let's put this on here and at least be able to power this dude up. Don't have to really worry about direct damage with him. Seekers are nice though. Let's call white, and we'll go like this. Alrighty, well, I'm just gonna swing here, man. Boom. I'll call the Skyfisher. Best blocker ability. Let's go. Keep turning this dude on. Sure wish he had first strike. It's really pretty when he has first strike. Okay. I'd rather take out a Skyfish. I'm cool with this. Let's prevent this dude. Yeah, I'm okay there. Let's prevent this. So we've got action later. We gain a bit. Take out his best flyer. And hope for the best. Here we are. Sure wish those bodyguards were around. That electricity was a very nice play. This is one of the decks I almost brought to PTLA. Yep, no prismatic for us. Well, we've seen quite a bit of removal already, haven't we? Okay. We're still in the positive. Let's see what we have here. Any day now, we're probably going to see the Monarch show up. Another card we don't like to see. I don't think we're favored in this matchup. All right, not what I want to see. I guess I'll just, man, where is our first strike? Boy, how good would a Cartouche be right now? I probably wouldn't even play it on our guy. I'd put it on my Deftblade and take away his air power. But like, if this was against Gurmag Angler decks, and this is what's, you got to have dedicated removal for the Elite because it just sits there and fogs all day. So, hell of a lot of card for 1 mana. Love it. Thank you for that hip wooden top. Yeah, I really like Therese Nelson, I believe it is. All right, got it. Finally got it right. Yeah, I dig it. All right, so here's the card I said we hate the most. We kind of have to diversify our threats. Right now, we've just got some blob dudes on the ground here. Not very exciting, but we're at 18. Fortunately, our opponent has drawn 11 cards more than we have. So these are from Tempest. Tempest. Yeah, you know, I get comments on these all the time, so I'm pretty sure my my art's in the right. Damn it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna try to take that Skyfisher out. If I do that, 3, 2. Not much else I can do there. Let's I'm gonna try to take Skyfisher out. Not the best play. I'm just trying to cut down on the air power here. I really want my damn enchantments to show up, but if he's got Galvanic Blast 19 in hand, we're still really messed up. I'm glad he didn't double block here. We'll see if one of those cards is, and he's got it. Yeah. We'll be losing this first one, but we got games 2 and 3. Yeah, there's something, a nice combination of just a much simpler border and kind of a little bit of a watercolor look to everything. So, woo, this is going to be over quick. Well, that's good news. I'll just write typical Boros. Oops. Put a big, I'm so used to writing Boros with my own stats behind it. All right, so I already got the L down. This is going to be pretty hard to come back from. Yep, I'm going to scoop. I'm going to try to play a little bit faster today, just because, like I said, we've got a not Mario Kart. It's Super Smash Brothers sort of tournament going on pretty soon here. So, all right, well, Macabre's not going to be any good. I'm going to like Gut Shot a little bit, depending. I know they've got 2 standard bearers. That being said, I'm actually going to take out 2 Ethereal Armors. I'm not trying to kind of go all in on one card set. And I want an answer for standard bearers. Now keep in mind, Cartouche, and I think there's one more that says target creature you control. Yeah, that one. There's some ways around other standard bearers, so I'm not going to lean too heavy on the other 2 until I see it. Boros isn't fast enough for me to really warrant Lifelink coming in here. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to take out 1 Scathed, and I'm going to bring back in 1 Armor. Now, this card's really cool. It borders on cute, but boy, sometimes when it works, because you can regenerate one of your creatures and put a +1/+1 counter on it just because. Or you can, you know, prevent yourself from being edicted. So I kind of lean on these a little bit. It's my sideboard. Maybe I could get rid of Asha's Favor and go with 3 prismatic strands, but I was just trying to mix it up a little bit. This is the list I 5-0'd with, so I figured I'd play it live and probably watch me crash burn, right? Wink. All right. So we got a good hand here. We got protection. We got first strike. We got air power. We got this. We're going to keep. I play this a lot different than most. Not to say that it's right or wrong, really. I really like to use this as just kind of a one-sided Wrath of God stick. And then I build up on Heroic. Sometimes that changes, but for the most part, I like to do it. Let's see what we have here. Now in this case, I'm actually going to double up on Skyguard because a mutagenic there with the trigger gets out of range of just about everything but Galvanic Blast. So, and there we go with that. Okay, well, I really want that to live. If he's got, I think if they had Electricity, they would just pass the turn and wait. So I'm going to keep this guy alive. I'd really like to use that on the other one, but oh well. And we'll attack for 3. They got Electricity here. I'm just going to throw up my hands and go play Diablo or something. Speaking of which, the original just came out for like a $10 download. They finally got the graphics card to talk to all the other systems, so that's pretty cool. Yikes! Well, this is a little bit scary. I kind of have to go all in here with the bodyguard so that I can do this. I'm so tempted to put that on here. I'll put it on the Skyguard. All right. And here we go for 4. Now, Bodyguard here compared to Emerge Unscathed, you can see why I like it, leaning on it. It feels a lot like Seal of Fire, but Seal of Protection, with the upside that it attacks for 1 every turn if you need it to. I just love sacrifice effects. You never have to wait around or play slow. It serves my impatient master. What do we got here? Okay, well, Exhibit A again. We'll say red. Of course, we're feeling pretty naked after this. Might have a journey right behind it. I sure wish there was a way to... That's culprit number 1. We really don't want to see those. Now we're left with just a 1/1 dork. Their mana's right, and you can almost feel them surging ahead. All right. Well, if we draw out a land next turn, which is the most probable play, we can cast Umbra and at least have backup for it. So I'm going to go out here. Yeah, we're a dog to Electricity, but I think it's the better play. I mean, they have to establish a board at some point. If they have another journey, that's going to suck. Journey is such a hell of a spell. All right. Our kitchen table games, my boy and I have been playing. Boy, he hates seeing Journey to Nowhere keep showing up. Okay. Well, somebody has Electricity. Look at this play. Nope. Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's I mean, I guess I could go like this, call white. While I've got the option here, it's not going to do much of anything. I'll say white. We can at least keep our aggro going a little bit. Clunky play, but I can still hit it with our own gut shots or mutagenics if I need to. And we got the other one for options. Turn off that journey play. I was really afraid of a Electricity play there. How awesome would that have been? Just a 3-for-1. And then knowing that they've got the journey in their hand back up. Yeah, I've only played this, I think, once before. And I do think I lost to it. So, like I said, not too thrilled with this option. But, hey, we'll be trading an Umbra for a Glint Hawk, it looks like, in our very near future. Or not. You know, I guess I could call this on green or something, or black. That'd be pretty fun, right? But I really want another land here. Let's throw this on here, because we almost have to. And we'll just attack with everything, and we'll make this block. Yep. This is when I just love Deftblade Elite. I think it's one of the meanest turns in Pauper, a turn 1 Deftblade followed by any sort of like removal. It's just gets gross. So we're probably going to see a journey here on our Deftblade, shutting off all advantages. Or that. Yeah. If I can just get that Skyguard, the one with protection from white, naturally up to a 4 or better, that'd be pretty awesome. And here comes all that's going away. All right. 4 to 3, 14, 8. Now it's 9. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we did this, we could rock here. Try this out. Either way, we got this. Probably my favorite thing about this style is that it's like hexproof being one color, and then if they do blow you out with like some sort of, you know, destroy all enchantments, tranquility effect, you still usually have the benefits of the heroic triggers, so your guys aren't just completely dead. But this bog brings up an interesting point. This deck almost has no graveyard interaction, and sometimes it feels like a positive, but I often think that if your deck can't kind of hit all those corners of everything, like the what is it, the graveyard life gain, I think we did a video on that a while back. It's be interesting. Eckhart, how's it going? All right, so I think I'll just leave that back. We take 6. If he's got a galvanic, that would suck. You know, attack here. Okay, I can't block. That'll be cool. But this can. And I think we'll save that for defense here. Unless we get hit with just double galvanic here, that would really blow. Very possible. That helps. Let's see what happens here. We don't want to see any more of those alchemist files. Those are actually pretty good against us. Okay, well that's protected from white. I'm going to call white on this too. We're going to lose the first strike ability, but we've got options outside of that, so I'll call white on this, since we have backup. Bye-bye, Umbra. Now he's got to nix one of his own guys, though. And this will really tell us if he's got any sort of removal, because 2 protection from white guys. It's nice to have Mutagenic in hand, but he doesn't know that. So this will kind of give us a free duress and let us know if he's running any sort of removal. That's my theory anyway. Come on, come on. Just finished a pretty cool job for a pretty high-end client, so feeling nice and back in the biz. All right, 1 and 1. Let's see what we can do to be happy. Not sound like some defeatist. I'd be happy with a 1-2 loss against just the typical Boros deck. Like I said, very little play time with it, but it can be a beast. Trying to think that list even runs that many of the standard bearers. Often thought, you know, you can run the there's a populate, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I forget what it's called. That's 2 green or 2 white. I've seen that run a bit. Fragmentize, things like Journey to Nowhere can be a pain, but I don't know. Just kind of want to keep moving with it. J Bills, good to see ya. All right. How cool would that be? All right, I think I'm just going to go in with this again. It's we've got the advantage of being monocolor. They got the advantage of, as the longer the game goes, they're going to have more quality here. All right, we can kind of curve out in a weird sort of way here. I like the Bodyguard into Seeker, into Cartouche. Hopefully we don't have to put it on that, but hard to say no to this hand. Anybody want to say no? All right, thank you for that, J Bowles. Yeah, I've been just been on this deck for a while. It seems to have a lot of answers. I've played Dimir Angler a bunch and haven't lost yet. I'm always like, you know, it's such a great deck, but just seems to, you know, when something comes at you with one color as their main kill point and you've got protection from pretty much their deck, it's pretty good. Yeah, we're a little bit flooded. I mean, if we draw like land after this, we're dead. But I've got the Bodyguard Seeker and we're on the draw. I'm going to keep this. One of these hindsight moves. I might feel like smart after this. I might feel like a jackass. But that won't be anything new. Here we are. All right, starting to feel like a jackass. All right, that's enough lands for the whole game. Let's just get rid of all of them. Anybody got the green Storm card? I can just put on the stack with like 20 Storm triggers. Ooh, well, hey, they're a little screwed. Just kind of scary against this kind of deck because, you know, they've got like, they kept their hand for a reason. They've probably got all kinds of like journeys and such. All right, here we are. Well, we're feeling okay now. Attacking ends. Gonna trip that. Bring this out. It's tough to try to diversify your threats with mono white when you're used to playing hexproof and stuff. You kind of want to build up this tower of power, but boy, against other decks, it's be frustrating. Well, I mean, I guess we make him eat it. Best case scenario, he has a Skyfisher and he gets another token out of the deal. Yeah, I'll just call white here before he's got a target, and then we'll move on. I hate to use Bodyguard that way, but at least we'll have a free attack next turn. And if he doesn't have Skyfisher, then... oh my gosh, really? Can we please stop drawing lands here? My goodness. I hate to do this on a Seeker of the Way, but... at least we're out of lightning bolt range if we have to gut shot. Ah, boy. You know, on his end, he's probably like, oh, crap. But on our end, we're like, oh, we're out of gas, just like Shirazman warned about. Oh, there it is. Okay. Nice, cute little play. Yep, there's your clue. Not sure well, that part of it all was worth. Okay, well, we've got more fuel for the fire here. Let's hope for a double block. Nope, all right. Well, just... seems like they're off of red, but problem is, we know they got Journey, so... it's pretty obvious which one they're going to grab. Okay. He's a goner. Oh, thank you for that, Shiraz. Boy, it'd be really nice to get some air power in here. Sometimes games 2 and 3 you can pro white your own Seeker. That's always a fun play. Let's see, that'll be 3. I can hit that and still attack. Yeah, I'll attack. We'll try to push our advantage here a little bit. Nope. All right. Well, we got land for days. Gotta start tripping those clues at some point. All right. More life. Ugh. Man, he'd be at 10 within striking distance if it wasn't for those damn fountains. More clues. As time goes on, our game does not look good. Come on, something good. Well, all right. I'm going to keep attacking here. Good, we get to take that down. Yeah, I'll do that. We're going to shoot him in the face. Kill old Skyfisher here. I'll say pro white. And... man, I'd like to have a spell. Come on. No red. No prisms. Okay. I'm happy trading those out. Oh, I see, Shiraz. I thought you meant permanently. Yeah, either way, it's pretty nice. Well, they haven't, excuse me, they haven't drawn any red sources, but boy, no shortage of clues, that's for sure. They're going to find it. I mean, they're quite a ways through their deck already. Whew, man. Come on, give me like a Cho-Manno here and let the Seeker just start crushing. Oh, God. Man. Problem here, you can't really double attack because they just throw their inspectors in front of it. We're stuck with a whole lot of nothing in our hand. Man, 18 land, that's the one drawback. You're a little bit more likely to get screwed. I mean flooded. Less likely to get screwed. Oh, one gut shot's down. How bad's this going to suck if we draw the others here? So I will be attacking with this hand, given that we have this especially. So we can't target that, but I doubt he's going to block with it. So let's attack. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll do it in that order. We'll give this guy 2/2. And still. Make that standard bear nice and fat. Barely holding up its flag for the McDonald's hamburger next to it. Here we go. Smack. I only get one of them. Isn't that depressing? Down to 2 creatures. One's just a lonely token. Oh my gosh. I think we had a couple of games like that last week, didn't we, Shiraz? Where I was playing my new version of Bully last week, and I cut a land, and we were having these kind of hands. This has 2 less lands than that one, and this is happening, but it happens. I wasn't able to play in the challenge last weekend. I can't play in it this weekend. We got some friends and family coming over, so it's pretty much my only pauper fix for the weekend. I'll be kind of a ghost till next show, but after that I'll probably jump back in the challenges. Okay, here come the peasants. 7 cards in their hand to 0 in ours, because we're not really going to count what we have as hands, are we? Of course, this couldn't be the cartouche, so we could rub it in the nose of like, hey, look how lame your standard bearer works here. Yep, that's the only thing it can affect. I'm going to play this and pass the turn. So I've been working out with my oldest like crazy. It's been about a week now, a little over a week. And man, I have just been sleeping like the dead. I think I've been getting like 9 or 10 hours a night. It's crazy. This one's over, guys. Put a big old L there already. The drawbacks outside of a cartouche and them not having any burn here is we don't really have a way of rescuing from the jaws of defeat here. We're just dead. All right, we're going to start off with a loss here. That's all good. No biggie. Keep in mind, our first break, which isn't right now, but it'll be after the next game. We got my youngest little charade / Pictionary, whatever the hell you want to call it, game. We've got a whole new batch. And when you're trying to guess, just be really, really fast on the keyboard. I know the delay is like almost makes it impossible, but if you're trying to be competitive, I would just say focus on old cards, because the kid was born in the wrong decade. He just loves having, you know, any old cards. In fact, I should take a picture. I'm looking at it right now. Above his bed in the other room, he has, you know, those plastic covers that they send with really expensive cards that you want to keep, you know, you never want to play with. He has a demonic tutor like from Revised on his wall, and it's pretty cool. Whew, sorry about that water nose. All right. Down a game. No biggie. Expect that against Boros. Okay, bouncy screen. Here we are. Let's try to go first. Try nothing. Let's go first. No lands this time. Yeah, it's a pretty safe mulligan. And all lands. Shiraz, I think it's going to be one of those days. We got a mulligan this. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. All right, we'll keep this. I really need to see a land. I'm going to throw that on the bottom. And since we're going up against 2 opponents, one being the shuffler, let's hope for the best. I've had like, I don't know, maybe like, I think I played twice this week outside of streaming. At a 4-1 and a 5-0 with this list, but there was one game where I was like, oh boy, is this that, you know, or it felt like I was on the stream sort of thing. Okay, well, I think I should just try to mow stuff down here before, I think this is that sacrifice deck. It's pretty awesome. I know the guys at MTG Bellingham have been working on this for months. I want to turn off the ability to sack during their turn, so you must block. Get that bodyguard out, maybe the other Umbra, and then slowly win with the Skyguard, maybe. This man is already right. Okay, well that makes it easy. I'll throw the Umbra. Hopefully we get a land and I can play both Umbra and bodyguard. Nope. All right. Well, I'll throw Umbra on this and attack that vampire. I want to get rid of their sacrifice outlets. Feels kind of weird, you know, you can't really do too much for the first turns, but then all of a sudden they just have no more creatures and then you start swinging. Yeah, you've got to block. Here we go. We'll keep crushing the ones that matter, sack outlets and such. See how much we can do with 1 mana. Of course, what was that second hand? 5 mana? It's like a third of all of our lands in an opening hand. That's crazy. Okay, their mana's right. Always a nervous deck. I like these kind of decks where it's just like, go ahead and kill it. We're having a good old time here. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good card to draw right about now. Nice big fatty for the rest of our enchantments. And it represents a pretty fat body too, so I'll go from here. I'll say here. I can sack it, I guess. Just trying to take away any sort of fuel. It's going to be a long slog, but the brindle ball. All right. Thought that's where I'll go. Nice fast one there. I'm really going to like gut shot here. Actually, this is the kind of game where I'm going to like Asha's Favor a lot, being that it grants vigilance and flying. So I can attack, they can't do anything, and I can block. Hopefully they can't do anything. Emerge Unscathed is really going to be kind of blah here. I think our standard bear might go a long way here. How many standard bears you guys think? I think I'm just going to go 1, 2, and I never like to lose Mutagenic. Even when it makes sense, I always regret when I take it out. I'm like, oh, Mutagenic would have saved that. Mutagenic would have saved that. Yeah, I used to sing this thing's song way back when Hexproof was like a rogue deck. And I loved having it when Delver was everywhere. Because, boy, it asks, being 3 mana, it asks for a hard counter in most cases outside of a Daze Mistake or foil nowadays. But, boy, when that sticks, it's game over. Not that we have a hard matchup against Fae and such. Excuse me, boy, I think I might be coming down with something again. Whenever I take a deep breath, I have to cough. Sorry about the mic there. Fairies in, they have unearths. I don't know if I really care about that. I don't know if I want to slow my roll that bad. I would absolutely love to make an PAUPER Heroic. Yeah. Yeah, well, what was it? I think Tactical Terry has a pretty cool build where he has the aura searching lady and then uses Pyresius to give their heroic creature infect. I keep wanting to mess around with that, but you guys really, I don't think I want to bring in Faerie Macabre here. I think it's going to sit dead in my hand more than it's going to help. I got to do something here quick. I'm going to lose another armor. And just logic being, this is a nice win now card, but we're playing on the defense here, and I need stuff that makes bodies and grants shields and stuff. So I'll go for here. We got 2 gut shots, 1 standard bearer. I'll see. Hey, and no bouncy screen. That's a nice for a change. Let's see how we do here. Oh, Deftblade's like probably my favorite white card maybe ever. It's so good. I just love it. This is hard to say no to. We've got kind of everything we need. We'll keep and hope they don't have a blistering fast start. I would love to have Deftblade here. I mean, with a Cartouche and Deftblade are just made for each other. So let's all send positive vibes into the universe and think Deftblade Elite. No. Okay. Well, still not bad. And I have no play here. Yeah, Deftblade, it's one of the unsung heroes of Pauper. I really, really feel that. It's just so good. So I actually think the play might be to drop Seeker, because we're going up against such an aggressive deck, so that we could start getting, as long as we get that third plane, we can drop Asha's Favor on it and go for broke. Okay. There's this. Boy, where's our gut shot now, right? Okay, the sack engine has arrived. So I'm actually going to lean on Seeker here. Oh, Mutagenic. Even against aggro decks, I love seeing you. So this is the turn where we probably lose a lot of life. There we go. So you got like a... What do we have here? Why the long pause? Ouch. Well, that really blows. Okay. Just wondering if they add edict effects. Strange they lean on Diabolic over Chainer, given that they're kind of a mid-rangey, but alright. Just give me a plane. Nope. Alright. Let's just rock with this. Next turn, Cartouche, Ethereal Armor, Bodyguard backup. Opponent looks a little... you can't really say they're flooded. They're just hitting all their spots. Okay. That's a bit scary. It's getting more scary. I sack that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way too much. Okay. Down comes the piggy. We're going to have to start gaining lifey. Taking 7. This is gonna suck. All right. So we can have let's put this on here. This is the exact scenario of why I was saying I want vigilance. These scenarios when you're down a little bit and you got to crawl back, but you can't attack because then they get in. But we have to draw land for that to happen. And I think I gotta run Bodyguard here. I've got 1 card left. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for strike. I could put it on that. I'll throw it here. All right. We've got the mutagenic surprise, so we're just going to hang back here. Hopefully we draw a land, and you'll see why I like Asha's Favor in these kind of matchups. But if we don't draw one, we're screwed. Oh, that's not feeling good. Maybe we can trick them into going all in here. Double muta. Gonna have to, but we're gonna be almost double dead because of the life commitment there. Let's go back in time and throw in some life links. All right. Well, we'll lose the sacrifice outlet if we do this. I'll block here and here. Look at that. Hopefully they don't have a diabolic here. Okay, we'll say yes on this. And here we go. How big's this thing getting? Let's see if they go all in. I don't think they have diabolic here. They gotta go all in again. Okay. We'll do this. See how far he's willing to go. Kaboom. And that thing is a permanent. Huge beetle. Beetle versus. We need another land, damn it. I'll get this guy out. And I could attack here. Just immediately kill that. I'm just going to sit back. Come on, Asha's favor. Make me look smart. I should say planes. Come on. Okay. I'll block here. And go like this. Hey! Well, snuck out of that. I, just for the record, want to see how far away a plane is. And that would have helped. There it is. Okay. But you can see right now, if we had first strike, you know, they'd maybe be at like 14 here and stuff like that. So we're 1-1. Hey guys, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Get ready for Pictionary. This is MTG style. My son, known as Kid Deluxe. We use Notability on the pads and you draw with your finger, so everything looks horrible. Even if you're a good artist, it looks kind of clunky, but that's what makes it so fun and funny. So if you're new to Pauperganda and stuff, you'll probably be like, huh? If you're a regular, this is the 5th installment. So, Nemchimsky, J. Biles, Sir Razaman, Frustyle, and everybody else, Eckhart in the house. Get ready. Here comes the next installment of... Get ready. I don't have a drum roll machine ready here. Of, yeah, Pictionary. Enjoy.
Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so, and we find it in a game. Magic the Gathering. All you need to play is a brain, a deck, and a friend.
Hey all you Pauper fans, make sure to visit Gatherling.com. They host a variety of awesome free tournaments. That's right, free. Simply find a tournament that interests you and enter. Pauper Classic Tuesdays, or PCT, happens at 8 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. Track your records, follow stats, all while enjoying a free tourney with prizes. Arctic Ghost is your host for Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Follow these 4 steps for a free tournament experience. Also, remember to thank your host. They do this just for the love of the game. Have a great time.
All right, back and refreshed. Minute to go. Sorry, I was don't want to bore you guys with too many ads there. All right. G-Funk Splash in the house. Good to hear from you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're 1-1. We had a interesting loss to Boros. I tend to have a little specter of Twitch on my shoulder. What I mean by that is Epic Flood and Screw and decks where you cut the lands and you get flooded, you add lands and you get screwed. Those sort of outings. But Shiraz is my evidence over the years. It's a crazy amount for what's going down. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll go over the list instead of staring at this boring screen here, if we can't. All right. Usually when I do this or I do anything outside of the norm, that's when the opponent shows up. So my list runs 18 basics. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of times people go down as low as 15, and they use, I think it's Defiant Strike, where the first strike, 1-0, it might not even be first strike. I think it's just 1-0 and draw a card. Nice trick. I just found when I played that list, I didn't really enjoy seeing it all that much. What I do like is bodyguards. Oh, well, hopefully join right in here and go off to round 3, and a lot of times people, it does join, but then it doesn't. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yep. We want to play. Okay, we got a nice curve here. We will keep this. It'd be nice if we had Deftblade. I just don't understand lists that don't play more than 3 Deftblades. It's like, it's such a good card early with all of this first strike bonus damage. It's like it's not like a Wrath of God. It's like a take all your creatures and stare at them for 4 turns sort of card. So yeah. All right, we'll drop this and just kind of, you know what? I'm going to lead off with Bodyguard here. I got a hunch that Skyguard's going to be the way to go in this round. We'll use our Trailblazer as a blocker. It's nice if I can pile up stuff on the Skyguard here. All right, and we've got a good answer here. You know, now that I see an island, I think it might be smarter to go the other route because of days and such. I'll pull this off. While we've still got it, throw this here, and hopefully it doesn't get, even if it does get dazed, we still get the +1/+1 counter. Okay, well, hey, see, good scenario here, right? We would have played Skyguard. My hunch was right. No, we're not going to pay for it, but we still get the +1/+1 bonus because it was a target of it, so that's good times. And we'll attack. I think this is going to be one of those yawning counter everything decks. I ran into one last week. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I'll give them some food here early on. If this is what I think it is and exclude is a thing, they're going to have to use a hard counter here. What you got? Okay, cool. I'll do this. I think we know what we're up against here. And a bodyguard with a big old 4 dude is going to be, it's already, from what I know of the deck, I think this is kind of good game already. Well, no, excuse me, I said that when that was a 4/8. For some reason I thought that was going to stick, but all right. With enough tries of stuff hitting that, we're going to hopefully be able to do enough damage here and go for that. You know what? No, they've got repeal, so I'll roll this out like this. Yep, good old repulse. We got good old bodyguard, which is uncounterable in this scenario. Cool. I'll try to bait the bodyguard here as long as their mana doesn't get outrageous. I'm going to have to kind of force them to have an answer. But if I drop the other bodyguard and it sticks, let's see if we can buy a turn here. We'll pay all 3. We'll drop this, assuming that we've got this awesome spell coming up and we're trying to make him bait. Aha! It worked. Okay. So now we let it all fizzle, and you hear the slow echoing laughter. That'd be a good magic card. I'll attack with everything. You want to drop a quicksand for a bodyguard? That's cool. Awesome. Okay. We'll break Pauper. I don't think so. I think there's going to be some good gems. I bet it'll be about as good as the one Marasa, whatever Pulse of Marasa was in. I think that set had like 2 or 3 good cards that actually made permanent homes in a variety of builds. Way too early to say, but the reason I like that last play is mostly because we get out of, from what I've played against this deck, and I don't like to call it Oops All Instants, it's just muck, mono blue control. 3's key with its repulse and exclude and everything like that. So, all right, let's just try to shut the door here. I mean, even if this gets countered, it's okay because it gets the +1. What's he got? Hey, a fairy, all right. Now this kind of sucks here because I did that at the wrong time. So now he can block Bodyguard, and if he does have repulse, I'm in trouble. Got no real answer here, but he needs a land for a repulse to work. But unfortunately, we don't have anything after that if he does have one. All right. Yeah, so that was my first punt of the day there. A little mini punt, but I should have done that after the blockers declared phase there. I'll bring this out. Not that we have ninjas to worry about, just to do it. Don't want to see a land followed by a repulse. That would suck. This is when we really, really want to see Cho-Manno's Blessing. How good is that card against a mono blue deck? Shiraz, I'm telling you, man, there's something broken in the system here. What is the deal with these draws? All right, they got the 3 mana. Let's see what they got. All right, well, I can represent that damage. Go from there, and we'll just attack. They got repulse. We'll just replay and then keep moving. Okay. There's that. Well, let's bring this out. Just a Cho-Manno or 3, other than all of these lands. Come on. I'm probably looking at like a repulse block play here. That feels pretty good. At least we can make them stronger after they get bounced, which is probably what's going to happen here. So he's got another Pestermite. There it is. They draw the card. We attack. We kill their stuff. I think we just play this. I'll play this and kind of hold off on the rest of my mana there. Make them think we've got stuff. I mean, we do have 1 trick. It must be a big public thirst for this deck. I've never seen it. Now, I shouldn't say this because then I'll lose to it, but I've never seen this deck do that well. It tends to always kind of do this stuff. So outside of repulse, we're just going to replay everything, and they're not going to have more than 1 counter spell, and we've got 2 ways of dealing with stuff. So, all right. Tapping that. I will attack because even if this mutagenic gets countered by another sprite, it'll kill the Pestermite and it'll have a permanent 1, and that's a problem. Okay, so let's go like this. All the damage done to us has been via mutagenic. You got it? Do they got it? Nope. All right, just for giggles, we'll tap 4, cast Seeker the way. Maybe they got a bunch of force spikes. I don't know. I just like playing games with them. All right. Gonna let them know I'm in on the joke too. Galerium, nice to hear from you. Accumulated knowledge fills up the hand. Pretty underplayed card. I just don't think that's found a home either. Might be it. Oh, I did? Did I wouldn't be surprised. I watched a replay of me winning, in quotes, and I saw like 2 huge misplays. Did they tap the enchantment? Oh, I have to watch that in replay. Yeah, that's a problem I have, and I think a lot of players have, where you assume the best play is happening. Like the other day, I think it was last week on the stream against Paulo, he prismatic strands, and I just assumed it was for white, but it was for red, and it caused a pretty big misplay on my part. So yeah, no, that's for real. But hey, at least it didn't cost us, right? All right, so I really like the color combos here. We're gonna bring in standard bearers just to bite all those repulses and hopefully seal the deal. I'm gonna try to bring in a full set of gut shots. I can always use them on my guys. Deftblade's okay. This might be one of the only decks that I might consider losing Mutagenic against. Maybe I'll go down to 2 at first. With the bounce and stuff, I don't really want to lean on armor too much. I'm going to take all of these out. So I've got protection from. Not too worried about shutting the door fast with Ethereal Armor. I just want extra value. You know, when all's said and done, it's great. Ethereal Armor is amazing, and it shuts the door and all this, and it's definitely the best in an optimal scenario. But in tight games and such, it really leans heavily on everything else, and it doesn't do much by itself. It has to have everything else in concert. When we're bringing in quite a few more instants and stuff, I don't want to lean too heavily on that kind of strategy and just kind of focus on being the aggro. All right, well. Yeah, we'll give this a try. Keep in all of our protection foams. Yeah, we brought the bearers in. At least I think we did. Woohoo! All right. Well, against a Force Spike heavy deck, which one do you think we should lead off with? We'll keep this. Probably lead off with Deftblade, see if he's got Force Spike, because I think Bodyguard's a little bit more important in this matchup. That's pretty much of a toss-up. Depends if he's got a Faerie heavy build or not. All right. Well, this makes it a lot easier. I don't care if this gets Force Spiked. Okay. You got me there, Copper. Now, all right, Scathed is down. Let's well, Scathed, I think I'm going to lead with Bodyguard. If we hit a Spell Stutter Sprite, we'll just drop a Deftblade and hope for the best there. Let's see if we can get to second main. Are they going to be impatient? Come on. Cast a draw spell right now. Second main. No, I don't play those. This thing curves out at 2. And I'm playing about 1 more land than I should to avoid draws like this, but it happens. Yeah, I'm going to pass. My spidey senses are tingling. All right. Well, that stops our attacks. Let's get that Skyguard out. Or that. Man, I hate walking into this. I'm going to drop guard. We've got another one. He's probably got exclude here. I keep hearing great things about that movie, Nimchimsky. I'll say no on that. Yeah, the Spider-Verse. It doesn't look like something I'd like to see, but I can't argue with the Rotten Tomatoes ratings it's getting. Excuse me, folks. What I really want to see is Us. Jordan Peele, the guy that's doing the new Twilight Zone from Key and Peele. We used to run some of their skits. Amazingly talented dude. Who would have thought he'd be so good at horror, but I cannot wait to see that. Alright, gut shots down. Hey, he let us attack with Bodyguard 2 turns. Via gut shot. Wink, wink. Yeah, I wasn't ever too into Spider-Man, but the cartoon was always on when I was growing up, like while I was getting ready for school, and so I just got so used to hearing about it. Alright, let's ask for a hard counter. Not too crazy about Skyguard having to fit. More about that Deftblade hit finding a home, but right now it's just going to find a home buried in quicksand if this keeps up. Oh yeah, Shiraz, they made the Get Out about a year ago. Oh, he's probably got what, the double play here for the a cute little play where you do this, untap, drop the sprite. Yep. And it was decent. I didn't think it was the best screenplay, but I thought it was executed very well. And I really liked when Hollywood was thrown on its head, because it's like, oh, here's this comedy guy, and it's like, boom, check this out. All right. Yeah, they're very funny, but they're also very scary. They really understand. I saw an interview with them about, they're not about that show the villain for 10 minutes, you know, those rants I go on about how unscary some of those movies can be and just downright corny. But yeah, it's got a lot of talent there. Okay, I don't really care about the Umbra. I'd rather have that Cartouche show up, so I'm going to drop the Umbra here. Probably find a fairy. Or not. And we'll go like this. Waiting around for a repulse. They got one card. This is good times. And attacking. Hey, what do you say we kill that thing? Even if he does that, we've got him. Yeah, we'll kill it. I don't want fairies to get out of control. You got a block, mister. There's my version of control. Ouch! Well, now we know what your one color is here, right? Is he going to try to trick my trick? That card I was bad-mouthing as being the worst in our deck, but God's willing would do the same thing here. First strike, 3-3. Nothing's changed. Okay, let's go. Cool. I've not seen the regular Spider-Man movies at all. I'm not into that. But the Spider-Verse was really good, says Nimchimsky. Nice. Yeah, I'm a little DC'd out. However, I did go and we had a little date night about a week or two ago and saw Captain Marvel. And as tired as I was of, or am of, Marvel movies, it was a nice little reset. It was very, very cool. And I was blown away by what they did with Samuel L. Jackson. They pretty much rendered him in time like old, like the young version of him, and I've got a real keen eye for noticing crappy effects, and boy, that was so well done. I was really impressed. All right, I'm just gonna attack here. Okay, well, we're just gonna call a blue on this. Yeah, we'll say blue here. That kind of sucks for the Pestermite there, don't it? And we'll attack. Well, I can't really tell it to do that because let's see if it can block it. It's invisible. Ah! Try explaining that to a first-time Magic player. Lito's in the house. All right. You're at work. You and me both. I've been actually busy all this week. All right. You know, I guess we could kill that next turn, but I'm not quite sure I want to take that much damage. Let's kill that thing. Gonna take two either way. I'd I'd rather be on my terms with them being hellbent. Got another emerge here, so feeling all right. Right. Sandbar cycles. Is this the new one? Nah, it's still pretty, but boy, the new artwork is gorgeous. Why do they play the land there? I don't get it. They hit us for 2, we hit them for 4. I kind of like where this is going. Sure, let's do this. We'll say blue. That would be a good idea, matey. Let's attack first. I'm going to make that Glenalendra have to block. Attack. We'll say yes. Alrighty. Well, now we'll say no. We'll say no. We'll take damage for 1 more turn. We'll have fun dropping our bodyguard and such. Yeehaw! Take that, quicksand. Gotcha next time. Okay. Another quicksand in the house. Don't think we're going to see an attack this turn. Nope, we are. Okay. Here we go. Less than hubby is our opponent. I don't think I've ever played this person before. Well, all right. Let's attack again. Coming all in here. I think we're going to just let this guy keep taking damage. We'll say no on that. See where he wants to go here. 2 cards in hand. Okay. This is where we love Bodyguard. Even if they've got multiple counter spells, we've still got answers. What do we have here? Eh, why not? We don't have any heroic to waste it on. Might as well keep one of our best dudes out. Booyah! Okay. That goes the only thing we're worried about now. Deftblade's going to start doing extra work. Looks like I've been hitting pretty hard on the arena with the mono white as well. Lots of luck. Nice. Very cool. Curfew? Who ever heard of such a card? I thought I liked that card. Nobody else. Alright, well, obviously we got to do this one. He leaned a little more critter heavy on this side of it. Maybe they're going to have a good game. Yeah, now that our bodyguard's dead and our Emerge Unscathed is gone, we are feeling pretty naked. Of course, if we draw another one, that'd be pretty rockin'. Or is he bodyguard? Alright, buddy. Oh, man. Flood continues. We've only got 2 turns left outside of a... Yeah, let's make you block. Okay. Not quite sure. Oh, interesting. He's making it tap. That's pretty cool. Bravo, sir. I think it might have been better for you to do that on the initial attack, but you'd be at 7 life. Alright, hand refill. Feeling a little nervous here. 2 swings and an answer, and I'm in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I think the better play was Pestermite prior to attack, just tapping it. Because he'd be at 7 life, and I'd still be at 4. Alright, well, we have to win this turn, and our deck really showed up by handing us a big fat. Alright, so right now, about our only win move here is to grab Pestermite, because the Quicksand activation is still going to let us kill it. Sorry for the coughs there, guys. I'll hit here. Alright. One Cho-Manno and we'd be off. Well, no, that's not true. Quicksand's really doing a lot of work here. All 3 of them have shown up. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Well, remember what I said about badmouthing this deck? Now we're pulling even with him. Win-loss. MUC is the name of this deck. I won't hear otherwise. Mutagenic against Quicksand's pretty good times. Yeah, I like what we got here. I'm going to go again with this. Woo! Alright, here we go. We're liking this. This is a lot like that first game, though, where we didn't have any enchantments here, but we'll take it. We'll keep being on the play. We got a huge advantage against the Force Spike. I think they probably, when they're on the play or on the draw, they might run 1 or less of those. Alright, let's lead off with this and this. It's okay. You're not on camera unless you're behind me. Alright. Do you need anything from over here? I think those headphones are broke over there. Do you need your computer?
No.
All right. I'd be quick to do that one now. I'm just going to rock here. Gonna play around Force Spike regardless. Feels really good having Bodyguard out. Cho-Manno. Was that the white border monster? No, that's the older of the 2 Kid Deluxes. When I've been working out with, we're both sore, always stretching, and he's a pretty good Magic player himself. Alrighty, let's get some life gain going on here. Oh, cool. Well, I think if we can stick a Cho-Manno on that Seeker, we just win the game outside of the Quicksand moves. It's pretty funny that he misclicked on the enchantment on Pestermite. I'll have to watch that replay. Island out. That's the problem with playing that kind of control, though. And Quicksand does a lot of work here, but he's got nothing on the board, and this is coming at you. It's crazy. All right. Let me drop another Seeker. See if we get met with anything. So we'll just Cho-Manno the Seeker on blue. And every spell we play after that will go to town. Okay. If this sticks, I think I'm just going to attack with everything. So if he wants to Quicksand something, that's cool. Instead of a double curfew play or something, I'll be glad to know that's out, because double Quicksand's about the only way this will kind of go south. We'll say blue. And I'm attacking here. We're not living in fear no more. Oh, Kid Deluxe might do it. He's getting so into it. In fact, I've been trying to look up how to do a good tabletop game. Like a game feed, and I just need extra cameras and all this stuff, and obviously right now financially I'm not really willing to dive into that. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid, just double Quicksand off to that Seeker. So Might have been a little greedy on that play. I don't think so. I was hoping that they would throw the bodyguard to the... So what I don't want here, we've already seen curfew, so I'm going to sit back. This kind of sucks. I just need any kind of spell here. Unfortunately, they're reloading their hand. I know I shouldn't have said that about never losing to this deck. I know, but I should know better than to say that on a stream. Be like, because you know what's going to happen the second you proclaim that. Get epic flood or something like what's happening. But my pain makes for good entertainment, right? Alrighty, come on now. Let's go. Yeah, that works. At least it asks for a hard counter. What else do I have in my hand? Whoa. I think I'm just going to keep attacking with Deftblade if this lands. They've got to be kind of in there. Well, I don't know. I guess you got to counter that if you've got it. Okay, do you have two of them? They do. Alrighty. Well, I guess I can attack now. Radiant Fountain. I'm not quite sure if that was in the original build. Yeah, Kid Deluxe is really into his Nantuko shades and demonic tutors and chip off the old block. He really likes his mono black. He's murdering everything. He made it, his newest build just went too all in with removal. It's like almost all it does. It's like kill that, kill that, kill that. Discarding for spikes. Cool. Let's bring this out. Let's keeping our planes locked and loaded like it's a good spell that we're thinking about using. Then we're like, no, I guess not. Well, maybe. Who knows? Let's attack. Let's provoke. Let's see if he trips quicksand. That's what we really want. Yeah, I want to use the ability. Because I don't want multiple Fae to be showing up here. Now is he going to trip it? All right. Good times. Except if he has curfew, which we've seen. So the precedent has been set, and there's 7 cards in his hand. So we'd really want to see a beckon apparition quick. Of course, I don't play those. But here's a scenario where it would be really good. Ouch. All right, I think my little Greek tragedy warning to self is going to come true. EOT nonetheless, knowing they've got the counter in their hand nonetheless. Ugh, says Shiraz. That's how I'm feeling too. I can only hope we draw another Seeker. That'd be funny as hell. Just bloop, counter, bloop. Alright. Here comes Sprite. Sure, not sure why this list doesn't run ninjas. I'm glad they don't. Well, here's a oops instant for you. Come on, Sprite. All right. Hooah. All right. It'll be back. Hopefully with a Cho-Manno on its back. Feels like we've been attacked 10 times, but we'll be at 19. Yes. Bye-bye problems. At least, sure wish it worked on quicksand, but it doesn't. Gotta be careful of the big old fat bodies. Boy, you know, look at our graveyard. We really haven't seen any spells outside of Gut Shot and one Cho-Manno. That's pretty weird. Alrighty. Well, thank you, deck. I'm so glad that with the low land count that you're coming through for me there. I can't really attack into this without having a legit trick. I'm not going to walk into a Lagonna or some other shenanigans. Alright. There's a repulse. Judging by their magic body language, they probably sit on another sprite with this play. Oh, or not. Alright. They must have another sprite. Why would they do that that way? At least attack then do it? I wish that Plains wasn't a bluff and was actually a really good spell. So we've seen 2 curfews. Be really surprised if I saw 3. Alright. Standard bearer. Lay down the law here so that anything we cast might have legs here. You know, I'm more interested in the Seeker getting through than anything else. Let me cast this. Okay. And for fear of a force spike, this. Alright. Well, for such a low costing deck, it was a nice time to have a 2 mana little flood out there, so good times. It's about time I see this creature. I was starting to think they were running no golems here. I'm happy to trade here. Considering most our deck costs 2 or 1, I thought we have killed one. Oh, they've got another one in their hand. I'll block that. Keep that fairy count low. They can counter. Do they have another sprite in their hand? Don't they? What happened to the one that I shot? Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay. Good. So there might not be another one in their hand. Good God. I've had sealed decks that could have beat this by now. This is ridiculous. I added 1 land over the norm and didn't do this all week. I mean, I've had some games with a little bit of flood, but maybe stopping at 4 or 5, not 8. Seriously, I've got 42 cards left and more than half of the lands in my hand. Or in my here. Well, better keep it a mystery. I don't think we're pulling away with this one. I hate to sound like Debbie Downer. I love this matchup. Take this any day of the week. But we haven't really seen any spells with First Strike coming through with Deftblade. I mean, where's Deftblade? Alright, let me take a nice blue and silver fire blast to the face. Yeah. Well, this stage, I'm after the life. If they want to counter it, that's cool. I'll still gain the life. Maybe they'll bounce it. Alright, here that comes. Lagonna could show up. And we'll trade. Fine. We gain the life. Alright. So they're probably on an excluder 3. Well, maybe 5 by now. This is not looking good. Even if our Cho-Manno had lasted here, all these golems about, this is getting scary. Well, I'm sure we're going to walk right into an exclude here, but I don't want to sit back and just get eaten alive either. There it is. I Because I like the reprint artwork on that. 6 good quality cards probably to our 1 lousy land here. This is... yeah. Alright, I think we're going to go down 1-2 despite my 5-0 yesterday with the same list. 2-4. We had... both of us had one mistake where the Pestermite tapped an enchantment earlier, but it ended up not costing me the game. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage here. Oh, I don't think so, Fusal. It actually used to be quite a regular contender. I don't think it's found a really good pilot yet, and I can't say much about that being the way I'm playing right now. All right. Down 2 already. We're just going to jump right into 4 and hope for some more of that, actually. Believe it or not, I do want to face blue decks. I don't want to face white ones. A lot of our protection stuff. So deck's just being a little bit finicky right now. It's all good. It's usually pretty damn consistent. You know, it's one of those cases where if you put in like Secluded Step or something to kind of draw out, that's what you end up looking at early on, and you're just like, I don't want to see that. I need just a normal land here. Where's this hand last game? Yeah, we'll keep this. This is a great hand. We got double Elite with the first strike ability and the backup here, and man. Peat Bog. Oh, it looks like some land destruction deck, eh? Alright. Well, thankfully our lands are coming up here. We'll be able to block Gurmag if we can keep 2 out. Now, this is when we do want to get flooded, right? Haven't seen this deck in a while. I've always liked this deck. Can't quite seem to make it work right, but the problem with mono black land destruction is it tends to destroy its own lands almost as often as it does yours. We're just going to do what I know they hate, which is keep playing critters and reset the board. That's why I like to lean on Crypt Rats when I built this version, or my version of mono black land destruction with the Vampiric Link and stuff. You needed a reset gun. This is the scenario I'm talking about. I think, okay, yeah, I can tell this guy, he doesn't have any more lands. You can go all in. Now he's going to sign in blood. Oh, nope. All right. Cool. Have to take that out. It's a good time to be flooded, isn't it? Poink. I think we'll just rock this here. We'll just attack. Yeah, sure. Block it. All right. Well, that was a nice fast one. Now. You would think Macabre might be good in this matchup, but I don't think it is. Prevent all combat damage, regenerate creature. Let me use the restroom real quick. Discuss. What should I bring in? More lands. All right. Anything? Maybe the Dawn Charm. What's the logic there? I get Cho-Manno to 6. That's the problem with any sort of all-in-one color strategy. This curves out at 2, and we're going against land destruction, so I think we just lean on being aggro here. You could probably just click submit me fine. Yeah. Oh, duh, Obsidian. Thank you. See, it's the problem when you sit here on this end of it. I'll probably lose a Deftblade. I'll get rid of an armor. Let's go like this and hope for the best. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm sitting there. oblivious to my own sideboard. I'm telling you, there's a haze that comes over me, and I think many other streamers I've seen, where you just get lost in the cards. Oh, we don't have any creatures here, but we got enough land. I'm gonna mulligan. I gotta have some sort of aggro. Oh boy. Come on, deck. I want 2 lands. Okay. Whew. We will... Let's throw this on the bottom. I don't see many disfigures coming our way. I'll try to get more land until we get set up at least. Alright. Bodyguard beat down. And now we're just hoping for a 3-2. Alright, there's the land we like. Let's bring this out. Oh, well, sorry, Mutagenic. Last list I saw of that, they didn't run disfigure, so. And here goes our land. Splop. Gotta be careful of rancid earth with our little 1/1s here. So, ooh, okay, that's interesting. Be nice if we had our flying Skyguard here. Like, what-tang? Are being aggressive play with the Thorn there, huh? I don't think they have as many creatures that can kind of keep up with that, so I think we might just Bodyguard sack, swing with Seeker, and try to steal Monarch, or at least keep it a little tag team match here. Well, that plan's out the door. They got a little switcheroo sideboard, maybe? Interesting. Ooh, this helps things a whole lot. Let me cast Bodyguard first in case they have like Snuff Out. We'll rock like this. And we'll turn those into just really bad 1/3s. Okay. Wow. All right. Booyah. I've been there plenty of times. That deck does tend to, it either wins immediately or it wins or loses really quickly. All right. Oh, hey, man. I'm refreshed and ready. Be a fast show today. We are 2-2. Looks like, yeah. Our wins are 2-0s. Our losses are close 1-2s. I have a weird feeling. If I wasn't twitching, not twitching like this, but on Twitch, I probably could have pulled off that mono blue control matchup. But I don't know. We were just, our deck was fighting us quite a bit of the way too. So hats off to whoever that was. They probably got me. I'm telling you, that mono black land destruction deck, it feels like one of those decks that's just right on the verge. Somebody somewhere, maybe it'll be me, maybe not. It's going to come up with like, maybe the new set's going to have that card, right? And it's going to be like, oh, remember how this used to stall here? Now it's got this. So, Sambaram. I came in so late. How are we all? We're 2-2. We're doing all right. We lost a close one to Boros and mono blue control and beat Golgari, Sacrifice, and mono black land destruction, which was kind of a surprise thing to see. But make no mistake, just yesterday at about this time, I 5-0'd with the same list, so I figured I'd bring it out. The thing I wanted to discuss, though, is that I wanted to play this as it was, just to see. I didn't want to incite the gods or whatever, but I think over Emerge Unscathed, I think God's Willing is the way to go here. Yeah, you're only scrying for 1 and it's an instant, but this double ability, when it happens, that's awesome. I'm not going to argue that, but you're winning already, and it does tend, the rebound ability of this tends to feel like a bit of a win more, and any good deck out there kind of has parameters for it. I'd rather be a card deeper, so I think I might get rid of these. In fact, there's even, I think there's one with a Leonin on it, and it says, it's not Emerge Unscathed because that's this one, but it's a prevent, or it just says target creature gains protection from the color of your choice, and it costs 1 white too, and I think that might be good too against walls and other standard bearers and stuff like that, so you could pile things on and not have to lean so heavily on the other side of things. But who knows? I don't know. Oh yeah, we were going over the deck list before I was so rudely interrupted with a match challenge acceptance. So we've got 18 basics in this. It feels like we're running 28 today. I'm not gonna lie, you get flooded every once in a while, but not like it has been flooding. I mean, that's kind of a Twitch centric thing for today, but I really like bodyguards, as we've seen. They're kind of a must answer by 2. What I mean by that is, you know, they they have that Seal of Fire ability where you can just sacrifice them and it's immediately in the game. You don't have to have mana available, anything. So that's why I lean on these a little bit more. I've seen a lot of builds with all 4 Emerge Unscathed and 2 Bodyguards, and I played it, and I just every single time I had a little checklist off to the side, and I always wanted it to be a Bodyguard instead. And at some point of the day, you're like, I don't care how many people say that's right, wrong, whatever. I like to play it this way, so that's how I'm going to build it. 4 Cartouche is just godsend, and 4 of these, I mean, it's the whole reason to play this deck. I just love this. That's why I love White Nickel's build, because it leans heavily on this and the Cartouche, but this goes all in with, you know, the Ethereal Armors and the Umbras on top of that. You got the Mutagenics behind it, and then, you know, it gets pretty crazy. So yeah, I was thinking, in fact, Nimchimsky, of I tested 2 of the Tethmos High Priest here for the Emerge Unscathed, and problem was I was just spreading the field a little too wide. I'm already doing that with Deftblade, where I'm trying to kind of play this like kind of control-ish, like everything off the board, so that my Seeker of the Way can win, or one of these guys with all the goods on it. I don't know, maybe if there was like a kill everything sort of deck, that might be a good option to have. I mean, there's plenty of targets for it, and it does have Heroic after all. So anyway, been hearing rumors that War of the Spark is going to have common planeswalkers. Oh, I hope they're wrong too. Most of the times when Pauper or Magic comes out with a new rule, or like the new London Mulligan rule that they're going to try out and stuff, I kind of go in with my arms folded a little bit and old man about it, but within like a day or two, I'm like, you know what, that's better for the game. I've never thought planeswalkers were good for the game. I guess I'm too much of a purist. I just can't. Boy, this is quite a long queue here we've got going on here. I just never thought that they were very elegant. It's so confusing when you're trying to teach somebody Magic. I'm sure you guys have all been there before, and they're like, okay, I got it. And then you're like, and then now there's planeswalkers, and here, rethink the wheel, and now we've got all these things. It's like, wait, is that its power or toughness? No, it's its loyalty. And what the hell's, you know, it's just like, oh, it drives me crazy. Maybe they should have made them just like these emblems that you can't attack, and like similar to Seal of Fire or something. You like remove stuff, and then when they're removed, they're done and they're gone or whatever. So yeah, we were looking at real paper cards too, and we found like Delver of Secrets and stuff, and a kid flipped over the card and he's like, ew, this is weird. And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately in a tournament you got to play with this tacky, poorly thought out wall of text, like a little Encyclopedia Britannica inside of a card sleeve, and clunkily slide everything in and reveal this and then play it, and it's like so much better online. You're just like, there it is. All right. Oh, I know exactly what you mean, JBiles23. Yeah, when I teach people, it's just like, I don't even cover that. Just like, you know what, you want to dive deep into the rabbit hole, that's on your own time. But I'm just what gets me upset is like at the Pro Tour level too, it's so many of the decks is they have to have those because they made them so powerful. I just think they should take and maybe keep them around, but slowly rotate out the power so that they're more of a cutesy thing here. So, well, this isn't looking good for our last little outing here. We're just, come on, are they going to show up or not? Now, I've heard if you hit cancel and then submit again, somehow it wakes it up, but boy, that was a good 5 minutes of wasted time there. You know, I could roll to a commercial here if this keeps up. If we get to the 1 minute mark, I'll roll to some stuff till we get an opponent, so you don't have to see my ugly mug trying to ad-lib the whole rest of the last round. Oh, here we go. All right. Hey, maybe the rumor's true. All right. Here we go. Open this on up. And we got a pretty good hand. We got ones, we got twos. We'll keep this. What about 1 or 2? Conviction. Freak 125. Freaking out. All right. All right, what do we got here? Oh no, I said we don't want to face white decks. Darn it. Well, at least it looks like a unique one. So far, I put them on white nickel. That's a good first turn play with white. Let's see, we could lead with that. Hit there. I'm going to lead with Bodyguard just because we could still run in a journey. I'm going to lean on Seeker, knowing that we're going against aggro, and try to turn on its life gain ability here. So, yeah, that is a nice bounceable little aura there. Never quite gotten it to work though. On paper, you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is great. And you're like, oops, I think this might be White Nickel's very first version. I know it had 3 loyal Cathars in it. It starts this way. Let's say every deck has to have a name. Might just be some dude throwing good cards together. Just, you know, you feel your shoulders relax when you drop a bodyguard. No matter what the matchup is, you're like, at least I have an answer. I have a partial counter to the format here. All right. Well, this is going to be a game all about Seeker of the Way. We'll just go here. It's a lot of card in Loyal Cathar, but I never really found I like it. I'll take Evasion over that Vigilance any day of the week. Good call on the War Falcon there. All right. Coming over for that. Well, we got to block this. I'll block here. And we'll Mutagenic while we can here. Turn this into a non-blocker so we can get in for some extra damage next turn. Let's set this to yield. You know, after playing four Seeker of the Ways in my bully list, this list used to run 3, I think, and some Sacred Cats, and I just never liked seeing the cats either. So I was like, you know what? Going all in for quality here. I'm going to gain some life. Reset the board. We got a black creature we're not too worried about. Let's bring this dude out. We'll give him first strike. So trip our Seeker. Stop that dude from ever doing anything. In theory. And let's attack. Boy, these birds outside there are just loving life. I don't know if it's coming through the mic. We've got these, I think they're apple trees underneath our windows. Man, these birds, just hundreds of them, just swarming all over the place. But it's a really nice thing. But by some mornings, you're just like, enough. Like, that kid was teasing me. They're like, they know you play Battle Screech. I'm like, well, that's getting a little too meta, son, but all right. 4 coming through. I'm sensing a prismatic here. Really like this Tasted Lands. This old city of Ravnica. I think that's, no, it's not Ravnica. Ravnica. Don't ever quote me on sayings of cards here. Well, shucks. I'm going to attack here. See if there's any tricks. Otherwise, I'm going to just drop I'm going to drop this on Seeker of all things. Just for the life gain. Swing and getting it out of Journey to Nowhere range. We'll call white. And coming on up here. All right. I know, Shiraz. He'd be a pretty good neighbor for me with all the horror movies I like, but so any spell we cast now, our Seeker's going to go unblockable. We're able to kind of match that War Falcon's life gain there. Ooh, going wide here. Look at this. All right. Just a honest white weenie list. It can get you. Comment. Only a horror fan would like or understand. Boy. Timid is the name of this game. Cathar can't attack. I don't know why they're going all in here. This is protected from white. I'll come in with this and we'll see what happens. Oh, yes, yes. This is true. This ain't going to be doing me much good here. I'm just going to play it now. I could play it on that. I'm just after the life gain here. And the damage. This is going to get him halfway there. And unless some sort of shenanigans show up, we're outside of Journey to Nowhere pain. 1 or 2 spells, and we got this. All right. We know what the other 2 cards are in hand. Let's dismiss that. Boop. I do like these extra little pull-out windows. They're pretty nice. Watch, it's just going to drop Rally of the Peasants, be like, suck it. Yeah, the little guys out our windows, they're way too chirpy and kind to be any sort of warbird or the hawk persuasion, little tiny sparrows and stuff. Very pleasant sounding birds. Battle Screech. I live it all day long with this, guys. My God, I just can't get over. Well, I think we. Let's see. That's almost a screw up there. Yeah, I call white on that. I got him next turn. It's only got one counter, so if I make that pro white, that falls off, and everything sucks. This ain't over by a long shot. I mean, you could just have some anthem effect here and we're dead. All he has to do is draw it right now. But seriously, on the replays of that 5-0, I was going against Demir, and I was sitting there watching it, and I'm like, I saw easily, that's saying a lot for me, the worst. And it was like 3 turns in a row I didn't see the win. I didn't see the win. I didn't see the win. And like I said, I'm looking back at it going, well, I might have been just really... There was one turn that was egregious. There were the other 2, it was like, well, they might have blue bounce. But, man, still, feels pretty terrible. All right, cut shots are really good here. Asha's Favor might feel good. Get rid of Emerge Unscathed. 1 Cho-Manno. Let me bring in full range of gut shots here. And lose 1 armor. Let's see how this feels. Well, at least we haven't had any repeating matchups, right? Hopefully we'll go 3-2 here. I think it should have been a 4-1 day, but what are you going to do? All right, I really like this hand. Outside of a Journey to Nowhere, we're feeling pretty good. We'll keep this. We got answers for standard bears and such, so. Woohoo! All right. We'll keep that out. So yeah, usually second turn first strike options with Cartouche versus like Hyena Umbra or Ethereal Armor. Usually always lean on Cartouche unless you're going to go up against, you know, red base deck. Anything else, usually better to have the extra body there. We're going to take 2 regardless here. I'm just wondering if it's we've got the answer for that, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, if he enters his attack phase here, we can just... Okay, well, he's got all kinds of soldiers here, huh? Yeah. Let me, I'll shoot this now. Didn't play that. I could have shot that and then done a cutesy little play with zap and everything here. But he's kind of going all in with this soldier thing, and I like that. You know, this is a card. I was very surprised. I think when this came out as a common, I said it might find a home somewhere. It hasn't yet. I just think Electrickery is just so everywhere. It's just kind of an impossibility. Yeah, this is going to start feeling unfair here pretty quick. Unless he's got Journey to Nowhere, then I'm going to feel like a fool. But that being said, I think I might hold back on some of this hatred. And let's put maybe the Umbra on this dude so we have like double answers. First strike Vigilance 2/2 is pretty nice, especially when we can take out the trash here. This way a Journey doesn't just obliterate us. Still going to suck real bad if he's playing it. Illegal blocking. You must block. A mixture of white metal, heroic, and white nickel might all come together, but boy, this is the culprit card, man. Ugh, such a backbreaking card. All right, here we are here. Big water jug in the house. I feel bad. It feels like this might be a bit of a new player. All right, we'll drop this here. We'll make this block. No flyers for you. Boy, do I want not so much bodyguard. Yeah, Journey's going to ruin us anyway, so let's start mowing down people in the meantime. I got a top deck at this point. I think it would have been played already. Elite Vanguard. Another plane. Oh, whew. Tap 2. I'm like, feel my shoulders rise up. I'm like, I don't know about this. How many are we going to reveal here? It's going on for all of them or what? Yeah, it's a lot of work to put out those little tutorial videos, and not that I can really teach much on styles because I jump in and out of decks so often and stuff, but we're always getting comments in our email about trying to put those off, and I guess people really like to watch them, so I'll spend some time doctoring it up, making it look all nice and shiny so that in a year or two it's not embarrassing. But I'll never downplay the embarrassment of, and you'll see it, the plays, that's the worst part. There's an S on that. But you know what? I'm not going to cover that up and act like I'm some uber rockin' player or something like that. You know, make mistakes. You guys see them plenty of times here, and shit happens. Attack! I'm still going to go for this play. We got the numbers here, baby. Hopefully quiet in the chat. Come on, people. Hang out with me. Give me some love. Yeah. Like I said, when I went to PTLA, I was thinking, man, you designed this thing right. It can be a house. Really liking it. So far, I've never had a 3-2 or worse. I think today that'll kind of prove to be the same. I think we're going to go 3-2 again here. But boy, our lands sure love showing up, don't they? Maybe I cut one and... Sure, I'm just going to keep mowing stuff down here. The only way out of this is an alpha strike. And I just want to prevent that at all. And it's really being paranoid on my part, but... Let's see what we're going to see here. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for that, Wibble. All right. We are the Hawk Killers. All right. Down comes another birdie. And Squadron Hawk. Okay, so there's 2 mystery cards in hand. Now at this stage, I think we might just start attacking, letting him choose to block. I'll cast this. I know I should wait till second main. I'm bluffing like I have Prismatic here, though. I'll go like this, say okay. Oh, I'm going to say no. Now we're getting close enough. If he wants to let 6 hit him, he's only got 2 turns to do it with, so I think we'll be alright. The result is the same. Splat. Alright. Oh, and I've never really read many good Magic books, and granted, I've only probably tried to read about 6 of them. But Chainer's Torment, if you have a young reader in your life, or even wanting a good Magic book to read, from what I remember, and watch it'll end up being some crappy book that I'm like, wow, I remember this being a lot better than it was. It was a really good book, so I just ordered it for my youngest, or Kid Deluxe, because he's so into Magic now. So I'll have to see how that goes. Be neat if it proves worthy. I'm gonna have to give it a reread too. I just remember really liking it, and then I went and got like the next one, and it was just like, oh, this is terrible. It's so hard to read this. All right. Well, we're probably walking into a Prismatic here, but I might as well get some bonus out of it. At least eviscerate the team here. Weatherlight Saga. Oh yeah. I've heard a few things, but it was neat because I went on Amazon, of course, and found one for like $2 or something, and it's being shipped here today. And the reviews on it were just like, everybody was kind of in my same mindset where they're like, yeah, this one really stood out, blah, blah, blah. And so just remembered it just being a damn good book. So hopefully I'll have to give that a read. A little night side reading for me. But if you guys are ever thirsty for that, I mean, throw them in the chat too. So the Weatherlight Saga sounds like it's a pretty good one too, says Jay Biles. Yeah. Oh, okay, Odyssey. You know, I've heard that a few times. The Odyssey and Onslaught ones are pretty good. And the Odyssey one is Chainer's Torment. So I will have to agree with that. So outside of a prismatic here, I'm not even going to say block. He has to block. Kind of, let's see, 1, 4, 5. All right, we'll give it a chance. Let's go. It's got to have prismatic here. Where's it at? Prismatic? Nope. Yowza. Okay, so we 3-2 like I kind of predicted. I thought we'd do a little bit better than that. We were able to beat, or we lost a close one to Boros. We beat Golgari Sack. Then we lost a close one to Mono Blue Control, which really surprised me. Mono Black Land Destruction and White Weenie behind that with win-win, win-win. That was pretty cool stuff. I really like this list, but I'm telling you right now, it might be, I don't want to go to 17 lands because as you can see, you want that double up play almost every time you want to have 2 lands. At least I do when I'm really leaning on Deftblade Elite or being able to back it up with a bodyguard and play something and then have the spell there, even though these are free spells. I think 18's right. I really don't want to play Emerge Unscathed though. I think God's Willing's the better one here, and I'm moving forward. I'll probably end up playing that instead. So, and if I did cut a land, maybe go up to 3 God's Willing, just given that you're going to be able to draw. I know there's the first strike option, the 1-0, not first strike, the 1-0 cantrip that draws a card, has really cool artwork in it. I'm just all about the protection and leaning on this Deftblade Elite here. Just so many games are just stopped. Deftblade Elite with one of the 12 spells we have that grant first strike, that doesn't even include the mutagenic, the bodyguards, and everything else. So it's a pretty cool little deck. It's got a lot of firepower, and as long as you don't punt like I often do, it's a lot of fun. So anyway, unfortunately that's two weeks in a row of 3-2. I mean, we're in the tiny bit of profit margin there, but I guess it's better than losing, but it would have been nice to 4-1 there. So anyway, guys, I'm going to roll to a few commercials here, but we will hopefully catch you next week on Pauperganda. And till then, enjoy, spread the word, spread the love, support everybody with the Pauper mentality, regardless of who they are. And we'll see you next time. Here comes Circular Logic, y'all. See you in a bit.
Welcome to Burger World. Can I help you?
Yes. We'd like 3 large double cheeseburgers, 3 large fries, and a apple pie, and get 3 Pepsis. Yeah, 3 Pepsis. 3 Pepsis.
Okay, drive around.
Okay, that'll be 12.23, please.
Okay. Here's a 20.
Okay, I'll be right back when you change your food.
Okay. We'll wait right here.